At Moe's, our honestly awesome food is truly groundbreaking. Come in today for a burrito bowl freshly made just for you.
We've got three young people that have decided to go to college and further their football playing career also, which is a big plus. So we're very happy for them and proud of them. T.C. Chisley will be signing a letter of intent to attend Hampton University. Yeah. Sean Denny has decided to further his football career at North Carolina Wesleyan College. And his current and former teammate, Sonny Barnes, will be at North Carolina Wesleyan with him also. At this time, we've got Coach Beverly would like to say a few things about his players. So, Coach Beverly.
All right, first of all, y'all give it up. We have several parents, grandparents, guardians that have made trips. I think I spoke with Mrs. Chisley, or TC's grandmother. She traveled from the Eastern Shore, and I know Sonny's parents and his family came from out of town as well, and Denny grandparents are here. So we just really appreciate all the support that these young men are getting. We also have Recruit 757. He's a very busy gentleman, but he took his time to come over here to recognize these young men as well. So we didn't want that to go unspoken. Also, any of the football coaches that are here, if you would please raise your hand, football coaches. Coach Flowers back there, Coach Elliott, okay. All right, so I just wanted to make sure that we recognize everyone that poured into these young people to ensure that they were successful. I just want to say a few things about each one of these young men. I'll start down here with Asani. Asani is, when I was thinking about him last night when I was writing up a few things, Asani is a very resilient young man. Each one of these young men has something special about him, and his is resiliency. I think if you follow his career, whether it's on the field as well as in his chosen field, I think this young man's ceiling, I don't think he has a ceiling. He's a kid that I tell you personally, I wish I had him another year or so, because it's, he stands about 6'3.5". I think he's still growing. I just don't think he realizes the potential he has at this point, but the coaches at North Carolina Wesleyan did, and that's why they signed him to go down there. So I'm excited about his future down there, and I know he has a lot of room for improvement, and he's going to finish off strong this year academically. And y'all follow this young man. You will hear that name again. It's an NFL name, Asani Barnes. So y'all hear that name. Desmond Denny, he was one of our team captains. And Desmond he actually got the coaches award this year because he was pretty much a coach on the field. At a certain point, you want the team to be taken over by the young men, and at a certain point in the year, him along with TC and a few other the seniors, they took over the team. And once that happened, we became a team. Denny, just a couple things I want to say about him. As I alluded to, he was our team captain. Very unselfish young man. He'll do anything he needs to do for the team. I think about the second week in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks left into the season, we went to an I formation and we needed a blocking back. Denny volunteered to be our blocking back. As you know, we won out the last 3 games, and it had a lot to do with him being able to block for our running backs when we got into that I formation. And he was very unselfish in doing that. We also discovered that he could run the ball as well. We also know that when he goes to North Carolina Wesleyan, I think he's going to be a kid that's going to hit the field right away. He's going to be an immediate contributor. I think if you follow North Carolina Wesleyan, you'll probably see him on special teams next year. You may even see him in the lineup because he's that kid. He's ready to play right now. He eats weights. Big head, big neck. So I think he's ready to go right now. He was one of those kids that was overlooked a lot because he's very quiet, humble. He can be in the room and you don't know he's there. But when he puts that thing on, put that helmet on, he's a whole different guy. Lastly, this young man right here, before I even got over here to Bethel High School, I knew about this young man. I think I had to check on his eligibility because I wasn't sure if he was eligible this year because I've heard of him for the last 5 or 6 years, but he was eligible. He's just been out there that long, making that many plays and contributing to Bethel High School football probably for the last 5 years. I think he even hit the field his 9th grade year when he got here. TC is one of those kids that, once again, I think you're going to see him right away when he gets to Hampton University. He'll probably be a contributor somewhere on special teams right off the bat, if not in the rotation as a nickel back or somewhere like that. He's an athlete. You know, this season was a season of discovery for us. We knew TC was probably amongst, or if not, our best athlete. So when we got into situations, we went to TC. And at a certain point, we just decided, okay, we're going to put him at quarterback, and we're just going to ride with him throughout. And one of the reasons when we made that decision to put him at quarterback, because one thing I loved about him, it met, you know, when coaches recruit kids, they often want to know, do you love football? They want to know that because a lot of them are coaches, that's their livelihood. And they want to know, do you love football? This young man loves football. So when we put the ball in his hand at the end of the year, I knew win, lose, or draw, we was going to get everything we could out of this young man. And he made plays for us. Just about every game you look at, he made plays that pretty much decided the balance of the game.